guys? Metal Thrashing Buddy here, and I'm here to do a review on the Soldano SLO-100 plugin by Neural DSP. And I was a little skeptical to ever buy this because it's typically retailing in like the 100s. I forget exactly how much it costs, but like they do a lot of times, Neural DSP has a ton of sales. They had a really good sale, their birthday sale. Everything was 50% off, I believe. And I picked it up. And I've had it for a couple weeks now, and this thing kicks ass. I can't say enough good things about it. Today I'm going to run you through how I have it set up and how I think it sounds really, really good. And I mean, I think it sounds even killer on a $250 guitar, this little Jackson right here. So, diving into it, I have this set up. It's really, really simple amp, and I mean, like Neural DSP's other amp plugins, this is probably, I think, their best. Compared to the NTS Suite, I do like that, but I think this is better. Maybe it's just my preference of amp, but I don't know. I think overall this sounds like so much like a tube amp that it's kind of mind-blowing. I found myself actually playing this much more when I hop on my computer than running my Ingle through my computer, which is super surprising. I really consider myself a huge tube amp person and not as much a plug-in person, but this is incredible. On the overdrive channel, I have the preamp overdrive only set at 4 out of 11. Everything goes to 11. Bass at 4, middle at 4, treble at 8. I think that this amp is a little bit of a tends to get a little fuzzy maybe, but this setup I found is like my ideal setup. The master overdrive I have at 3, the presence I have at 11. Again, I don't really like things to sound so like warm and fuzzy as much as I like it to sound like as good of a blend as it can be, still heavier on the very clean, like modern side. And depth just at 5, like split down the middle at a midnight setting. This amp, you can run so much gain through it. An insane amount of gain you can get through this plugin. So, you know, to each their own, but it's so much gain that, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. It comes with a ton of effects, which is super cool. Split up here, it has your compressor, overdrive 1, an overdrive 2, and a chorus. The chorus is okay. I think the chorus is better than the Boss chorus, the CEW2 or 2W that I did a video on before, but again, to each their own. That's a very old school kind of chorus. This might get you a more modern, cool metal chorusy sound. I keep it on overdrive 1 pedal on to get that tone that you heard at the very beginning. I think it's a pretty, like, more brutal sound, almost compared to, a TS9 or TS8 or Tube Screamer Mini, little variable differences. But all these are great to throw in there. There is an EQ on here that I have messed with this a little bit in recordings, and this shit is awesome. The onboard EQs on plugins like Joey Sturgis Tone's Bass Forge Hellraiser and on this make dialing in a guitar tone for recording so much easier. As far as taking out unwanted noise, I think that this really delivers a lot more of an ability to fine-tune your guitar tone rather than just the basic EQ, 7-band EQ that you have with Pro Tools. So this is a super handy tool to have. Of course, you have your speaker placement, or mic placement, sorry. All of the impulse response work was done by Nolly Get Good. I just keep this pretty much basic. I don't like to mess around with IRs too much. I like an IR to sound good and then just be cool with it. And some people get really, really picky, but every time I move stuff around, I fuck it up. So that's just me. Moving on, our time-based effects. This is my favorite thing about this plugin, is that you have a kick-ass delay and a kick-ass reverb. This delay and reverb is so good that I need to figure out what delay and reverb this is based off of, because I am obsessed with it. This is absolutely incredible. It's what keeps me playing this compared to a tube amp with my own actual pedals. So I'm just gonna run through some riffs, give you guys an idea of what the tone is. This is on the bridge pickup of my $250 jazz. And I do leads mostly on my neck pickup, like a lot of people do. Very, not uncommon. But I actually like the freaking effects on this so much that I will lead all the time on my bridge pickup. This is awesome. I hope that was a really good example, because it sounds absolutely incredible to my ears. I'm going to switch this to the neck pickup and check that out. One thing I really like about this too is that I think out of all the Neural DSP plugins, this has the best tuner and gate, which is kind of interesting. I don't know. Maybe I just don't work the Fortin NTS right, but everything about this seems much more user-friendly. Seems like as soon as you have it on default, it's ready to go and sounds awesome. I was completely blown away from this purchase. I think that this is the amp plugin to beat right now. Thanks for checking out the video. Got lots of videos coming once a week, at least one on every weekend. I'm putting out new content. Like the video, leave a comment. Do you have this amp plugin? What's your favorite Neural DSP plugin? Let me know, because I think that this one tops them all. I haven't tried the Petrucci yet, and I've been flirting with getting the Tosin Abasi, but let me know what your favorite amp plugin is. This one, I think, rules them all right now. Give me a subscribe to my channel. It helps me out with content. Drives me to make more content, drives me to work my way into starting to get paid for this stuff, and my family would appreciate you greatly. I'm Metal Thrashing Buddy, and this has been a review and demo of the Neural DSP Soldano SLO-100. See you next time. Thanks.